In compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, notice of this meeting was given by way of notice filed with the Township Clerk, Home News Tribune, Trenton Times, the North and South Brunswick Sentinel, and posted on the bulletin board in the South Brunswick Township Municipal Building on January 12, 2024. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bierman?
Here.
Mr. Begg? Ms. Patel? Mr. Salvi? Mr. Patel? Mr. Whites?
Here.
Mr. Luden? Mr. Nathanson?
Here.
Ms. Khanna? Here. Dr. Prodromou?
Here. Thank you. I do not believe we have any motions for adjournment this evening, and I don't believe we have any other motions, so we will move to item 6 on our agenda, which is citizens unagendized statements. We allow a portion at the beginning of...
We're not going to be hearing the executive session.
I know. I'm going to...
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I just, when you said that, I thought you
yes.
wanted that in there.
No. I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not me.
We allow a portion at the beginning of every meeting for citizens to come forward to speak on a topic not on tonight's agenda. So if anyone would like to come forward and speak, this is your time. Seeing none, I don't believe we have any minutes to approve. Item 8 was supposed to be the adoption of a resolution, but the executive session resolution will not be done this evening. The executive session will take place on September 11, 2024. So we eliminate that. Move to old business and reports. I have nothing to report. Anything from the mayor, Mr. Bierman?
No, just a reminder that, up and coming is Labor Day, and after that, schools are starting. So just, roads are crowded these days. Just take it easy driving and be careful. Kids are out and about now.
And a very successful national night out 2 weeks ago.
It was.
Great. Thank you. Anything from our board member?
School started today, by the way.
School started today?
All the teachers are in and
Oh, the teachers.
Right,
Okay,
yeah,
and
but
the
the
kids
kids
come
next
in
week.
after Labor Day.
Right.
Thank you. Good. Thank you. Anything from our board professionals? No. Thank you. Sure.
Rick, I can't hear you out there in the audience here, Rick, Mr. Limo. No?
Nothing.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
Okay. We move to our site applications. We start with file 21-022. The applicant is LBA NCC-Complex 19 LLC. That's block 1503, lot 10.011. The address is 130 Ducks Corner Road. This application is for an amended preliminary site plan for site modifications on a 21.91 acre site in the I3 zone. This is carried from 8/14. Please sit. Come on up.
Thank you, Mr.
From 8/14/24. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I forgot your name.
That's okay. Good evening, Mr. Chairman. My name is Thomas Troutner. I'm an attorney from the law firm of Chiesa, Shahenian, and Giatomasi, here on behalf of the applicant, LBA NCC Company XIX, LLC. And,
okay. Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
And Mr. Chairman, and by way of members of the board, good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to be heard. As you heard, the total application is part of amended and preliminary major site plan approval as well as variance relief in order to construct certain improvements associated with an existing warehouse building, a footprint of 212,461 square feet. It's located on the property, and the building contains about 10,419 square feet of ancillary office space. A while back, February 16, 2022, this board granted that application for site plan approval, which proposes to expand the existing loading dock areas on the site, reconfigure and relocate certain parking located on the site, for which there'll be 79 parking spaces where 44 parking spaces are required, relocating a certain chain link fence, and implementing various landscape and lighting improvements. The board also granted some other variances and requested relief related to pre-existing nonconformities on the property. The board conditioned its approval at that time on the applicant dedicating a portion of the property along Docks Corner Road, and within 5 years widening that portion of Docks Corner Road adjacent to the property to provide a 20-foot cartway half-width in accordance with the recommendation of the township engineer. The board did not adopt a resolution after that meeting, and that was because the applicant and the board's attorney began a series of communications and dialogue with respect to the potential to modify that condition of approval as part of an amicable resolution regarding the propriety of requiring that type of off-site improvement in conjunction with the underlying application. So as a result of those discussions, we previously submitted a letter to the board, which you should have in your packet, I hope, seeking a motion for reconsideration, which is really why we're here tonight, requesting that the board reopen the hearing so that the board can consider modifying the condition of approval to, instead of just carte blanche, require the widening of Docks Corner Road, to require that the applicant provide a financial contribution for the township to undertake the roadway improvements ultimately. Towards this end, we had submitted an engineering estimate outlining the basis for our proposal. It's for a $180,000 financial contribution, and Ed Wilkes of Ware Malcolm, our engineer, is available to answer any questions that the board might have related to the estimate and the motion for reconsideration. And of course, in advance of tonight, we'd also spoken to the board's engineer, who I understand is also here and available to answer questions. So we had submitted a letter on August 5th just outlining specifically the motion for reconsideration, what we were looking for. So we would propose that the condition be modified to continue to state that the applicant's going to dedicate to the township a portion of the property along Docks Corner Road to provide a 20-foot cartway half-width in accordance with the recommendations of the township engineer. But now to say that allow for the township to widen Docks Corner Road, and that will provide a financial contribution to the township in the amount of $180,000. And what you see in the estimate is that amount represents the estimated hard costs related to things like tree removal, installation of pipes and catch basins, installing concrete curbs, installing concrete pavement sidewalk, installing asphalt base course and surface course to widen the portion of Docks Corner Road. And that this financial contribution would be placed in a fund to be utilized by the township in the future to undertake the widening of Docks Corner Road when it's appropriate. And just by way of quick shorthand, that financial contribution for hard costs for the work required the roadway. Notably, one of the things it doesn't include is the relocation of certain utility poles, the expectation that the township will work with PSE&G at PSE&G's cost to relocate those poles. We're not proposing any changes to the application that was approved from a site plan standpoint. So what I would respectfully submit in terms of the motion for reconsideration is, unless the board has any questions for Mr. Wilkes, which I'm certainly happy to have him brought up and sworn in again, I would ask that the board consider and hopefully approve our motion for reconsideration to modify the condition of approval.
So before I ask for questions, our representative from CME is here. Pardon me. Darren, you've had opportunity to review the costs associated with what the town will have to do for this. Is that correct?
Yes, I've reviewed it, and the hard cost estimate is correct in order of magnitude. And just to touch on the PSE&G pole relocations, since this can be done as part of the master plan, PSE&G would be responsible for those costs if the township's ready to when they're ready to move forward with the widening.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can I just have your last name?
I was going to give you my card on my way out.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Any questions to the right? We're all familiar with this application. To the left?
Yeah, just one question. Would the road be widened before you do the project?
What we would put, if the board votes for the motion for reconsideration, the $180,000 will be placed into, I guess, a fund for the township basically wherever everybody wants it to go. That money would be put up before the project would be undertaken, so if the township were inclined to start the project, the money would be
I could
available.
probably
They
answer
will
this a
not
little better.
widen the road.
Mr. Whites?
The town will do
Yeah, I
it
know, I know,
at
I know.
Right,
the
Mr.
time.
Whites,
So the
that
will
road is
be
not going to be widened until I'm dead. That road will not be widened in my lifetime. I'll be dead by the time Doc's Corner is widened. So it's not going to be widened before they build it, okay? It was never going to be widened. This was a condition we put on because if we are going to widen it, we want to share the costs with our friendly neighbors here. All right?
Yeah.
So the long and the short is, the road's not going to be widened before they build. But when they do widen it, the township, if we do accept their offer tonight, they will go into a fund so that we would have the money to widen it. And PSE&G would have to move the poles over. So it could take 2 lifetimes for that.
Okay. No questions. Motion to open to the public, please.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Bierman makes the motion, second by
Second.
Mr. Nathanson. Anyone in the public who wishes to come forward and speak on this item tonight, please come forward. Seeing none, I will close the public portion. I don't think we need a summary. I think what you just did
Yeah, I
was
think
the
we have a
summary.
pretty good idea what's going on.
Yeah, and so Mr. Shammy will give us the outlines of a resolution, which I'll then ask someone.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What's proposed by the applicant, therefore, is that the board's prior approval, which was voted on at the February 15, 2022 meeting, be modified, and the modification would replace one condition of the approval with another. And if I could just read into the record, the condition that would be removed would be the applicant shall dedicate land and widen the roadway of Docks Corner Road to provide the required 20-foot cartway half-width in accordance with the recommendations of the township engineer, and the applicant would be given 5 years to make the roadway improvements upon the placement of a bond to be renewed annually. That particular condition of approval would be replaced with the following language. The applicant shall dedicate to the township a portion of the property along Docks Corner Road to provide a 20-foot cartway half-width in accordance with recommendations of the township engineer to allow the township to widen Docks Corner Road. The applicant shall also provide a financial contribution to the township in the amount of $180,000, which represents the estimated hard costs related to tree removal, installing pipes in catch basins, installing concrete curbs, installing concrete pavement sidewalk, and installing asphalt base course and surface course to widen the portion of Docks Corner Road adjacent to the property. This financial contribution will be placed in a fund to be utilized by the township in the future to undertake the widening of Docks Corner Road. If the board is so inclined to vote on this particular request to reconsider the approval and replace it with this particular new condition, someone would proffer a motion to reopen and do
Okay.
so.
So the only thing is, do we need to specify at which time they will provide the $180,000? Would it be at the final, or at the beginning of construction, at the CO, or has that been worked out? I ask both of you.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's been worked out, counsel. Do you have a representation for the board as to when that payment will be made?
It has not been worked out. If it's treated as a development, I see a lot of times these things are paid
Upfront.
50% at building permit and 50% at CO,
Okay, so
but,
at
yeah,
So at
final, you
final-
will tell, at final, you will tell us
yeah.
at what point the contribution will be made. And this way, I have plenty of time.
That's actually,
to
yeah.
talk to your,
And that's fine.
okay? Motion, please.
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Nathanson, second by Mr. Bierman. Discussion.
Oh, we have a,
I'm sorry.
Just for one clarification, the widening would be for a 20-foot cart width, half cart width, but it would also be for a 33-foot half width of the right-of-way as well. It would have to be part of the dedication.
Is that acceptable, Council?
Mr. Chairman, I suspect it is, but.
I think that was what we originally agreed to.
That is what you, yep.
Yeah, just so we have the language.
Yep.
Okay,
A motion will include that language
That's
then, Mr. Chairman.
good. All right. Roll call, please.
1 second, he's still looking, just make sure that is to my recollection.
I've got 16.5 feet as the,
Okay, half of 33.
yeah, so that's half of the 30 feet, if that makes sense.
Well,
Just-
the total right-of-way
Okay,
width
hold on,
is,
hold on. Come on up, you got to give us your name. I know your
I'm sorry.
name, but now we got to do this, I'm sorry.
I can talk?
No, you're
Oh, yeah,
still on.
we-
board. Just give us your
we'll get you sworn in.
name and address in that business.
Ed Wilkes, where Malcolm, address is 110 Edison Place, Newark, New Jersey.
Okay, and you were the planner, as I remember.
I was the engineer.
Engineer.
Yeah,
Okay, good enough. Wilkes is Wilkes?
that's correct.
Okay, good enough. So you're in agreement that it's 16 and a half feet, half of the 33-foot right-of-way. Is that correct?
That's correct.
correction, it's a 66-foot right-of-way, the half width is 33 for their side of the road. Because it's a
Yeah,
secondary
I guess
structure.
the difference is I don't know what the existing right now is. What we had written down was that it was an additional 16 and a half feet to get to that 66 number.
Yeah,
But
actually,
we
I'm sure
agreed to get to the 66 number, yes.
Okay. So the 66 number is the part that counts. Good enough.
Okay.
And you're okay with that language?
Yeah, I'm fine. Well, that will be incorporated into the
Okay.
adoption resolution.
Great. Any further question? Good enough. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bierman?
Yes.
Mr. Nathanson?
Yes.
Ms. Khanna?
Yes.
Mr. Mr. White?
Yes.
And Dr. Pedromo?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, everyone.
The details by the time you come back for the final. we'll have
Absolutely.
all those dates and so forth.
Great.
Okay?
Will do.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
We move to our next item, which is file 22-041. This applicant is FedEx Ground. It's block 12.02, it's lot 13.04. The address is 63 Stults Road. This application is for preliminary site plan approval to construct a 2,560 square foot building on a 27.3 acre lot in the I-3 zone.
If you could just,
I'm sorry, do you need time to set up? Let
Yeah.
us give her.
just need a minute to do that, thank you. We just need a minute to
Of course.
switch reporters. Sorry.
I thought she was doing both.
We should be better coordinated, right?
You need revolving chairs.
Ready? Okay. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, board members, board professionals. Stephen M. Hambro, H-A-M-B-R-O, from Hambro and Mitchell, Dayton, New Jersey, on behalf of the applicant. The applicant is FedEx Ground Package Systems. As noted by the chair, it is for a preliminary site plan application to develop a 2,560 square foot security building on the existing FedEx ground site at 63 Stults Road. It's in the I-3 zone. Excuse me. There is one existing variance for impervious coverage, which we are actually decreasing by a slight amount. There is an existing security building at this location, which is being replaced with this new building. The reason why this is occurring is for safety and security purposes. There had been an incident involving a FedEx facility, not this one, but a FedEx facility in, I believe it was Indianapolis in 2021, where somebody came through the lax security system that they had, and some I think 6 people were shot and killed, unfortunately, in that horrific situation. So FedEx said we're going to change out our security system and not have that happen again, or do as much as we can to prevent that from occurring again. So this building is designed, and I'm going to present testimony from the facilities manager, that this building is now going to be designed to prevent folks who are not authorized to come through. It'll have a much more secure, kind of like you have in an airport, in one of those types of facilities. So that's what comprises the building. There is a small security office, which was about the same size of the existing shed that's in there, but I'll have we'll speak about that as well. There is, as I said, there is one variance, which is the existing impervious coverage. And we're seeking some waivers from the ordinance for having a new property survey. Again, the site was fully developed. There's an existing building there, which is approximately 290 square foot warehouse building that FedEx operates there. And there is also a waiver request for a site development stormwater report, water and sewer engineering reports, traffic impact studies, and for an EIS statement as well, an NJDEP letter of interpretation. We had requested as well a waiver from the EV charging station requirement. However, we are taking that waiver off the board, and we are agreeing to install one make-ready EV space. So we don't need a waiver for that at this point. We're going to comply with the ordinance requirements on that. So again, the site is approximately 27.3 acres, 63 Stultz Road, block 12.02, lot 13.04. My first witness I'm going to call is the facility manager, Mr. Chris Faraka, if the board is ready to proceed.
Of course.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Raise your right hand, sir. State your name.
Chris Faraka.
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in connection with these proceedings?
I do.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Spell his last name?
Yeah, go ahead and spell your name for the court reporter, if you would.
Faraca.
Chris, so you and I talked a little earlier. Can you describe for the board the reasons, the existing site, what happens there, and the reason why we're putting in? I explained to some extent, but you can speak to it a little bit more succinctly.
Yeah, basically now we have 4 doors in the building, two in on the right side and 2 out on the left. When you go in the right side, there's just a metal detector. So basically now there's no scanning of any badges or anything like that. So the new system that they got is there's going to be turnstiles that lock. So if your badge doesn't scan, you won't be able to access the building. And the reason why they're doing that is because of the fact that when people leave the building or quit or whatever, they all have their badges. Now the new badges have a chip in it, so they can actually turn the chip off, so that we had a couple of incidents where a couple of employees that never came back, never returned their badge in or something, came in the building, they showed the guards, like, hey, here's my badge. Oh, okay, go ahead in. So they were just let into the building without there was no way for them to physically see that they were actually employees still. So with the chip in the badge, that will get shut off the day that either they're terminated or they quit or whatever happens. And this is what they're looking to keep everybody a little bit more on the safer side. Because we do get some people that come in there that is, a little disgruntled, they didn't get paid or whatever like this. So it's a way to basically control it so that there's no hostile person that can come and access the facility. And the reason why our building now, it just will not, the size of it will not fit the new turnstiles and the new metal detectors and all that stuff that they have.
Okay. And the size of the existing building that you have, the gateway building there, is about what? It's about
18 by 18 feet. So it's basically a shed.
Yeah. All right. So is there also going to be security to prevent theft and things of that nature for, you have a large facility there that's used for packages. Everybody, I think, knows what FedEx is. I don't know that we need to really discuss that to such a great extent, but maybe you can talk about the peak number of employees.
Yeah, I mean, on an average, we got about 600 employees that go through the building. They're not there all at the same time. We work 24/7, so there's like 4-hour shifts and, multiple people that come in there. So the drivers work, they come in, they get scanned when they come in, and when you leave as well, you have to, I believe the new system is you press a button, and then an arrow will tell you which way to go, and it'll make you go through a certain path, and then the person will wand you down and check you metal-wise on the way out. Coming in, when you scan your badge and you put your goods, I believe there's going to be a conveyor like the airport with an X-ray machine to make sure there's no, metal and, any kind of guns or knives or anything like that. So going in, there's more screening than going out, but on the way out, there is metal detectors and everything to check them, make sure there's no theft on the way out as well.
Okay. In terms of the parking's on the exterior of the gate in between Stultz Road and the building itself. There's 404 spaces, I think is what we're proposing there?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, I don't think I have any further questions for Mr. Farakis. If the board has questions.
We're not going to have any engineering testimony.
We could have an engineer, so I can talk to the board about that. We do have a PE. The gentleman who prepared the plans is away on vacation. He's a PE, obviously. He prepared the plan.
The only reason, and that's fine, unless the we're all familiar with this site. This is a small building.
Absolutely.
Mr. Luton could not be here today. Mr. Luton is one of our members. He happens to be a transportation expert, engineer, architect, and all that business. He asked me to check with you. You have an area where buses can come in to drop off people. His question was, there's no path from that pad into the building that would be ADA accessible.
I believe when they do it, there will be a grass area where the bus can pull in, and there should be a big, large sidewalk that leads to the building.
That's what he wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So that needs to be ADA compliant. I'm not here to give you a hard time, and even if we put that in now when you come in for your final, just make sure that that's in there. Okay, so that someone who's handicapped who would be getting off would have a ADA compliant path into the building.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, that was it. That's the extent of
Okay.
Mr. Luton's concern. That's his.
Okay. Good. I'm glad we can work that through.
Okay? So by the time you come back for final, just make sure that's in there.
Okay.
Thank you. Any questions to the right?
Yeah, I do. Just real
Go
quick. So I know this is going to replace that little shed that's out there. Are you going to do anything as far as truck ingress and egress, as far as a gate or,
There's already a gate in
I know
place.
that, right. Is that going to be updated, modified?
No, I don't think so. There's two gate arms for inbound and outbound,
There
and then
is,
there's a
right.
regular gate if we were to ever close.
Close it
which
up.
we
Okay, so
don't.
no changes there.
No.
All right, that's fine. Yep.
So it's just this, basically the building.
Yes.
People
Coming in.
people walking in, pretty much.
Yep, you're going to walk in, get
Security
checked,
for
and go
ingress
straight in.
egress is what you're doing.
Got it.
It's
Thank you.
basically a pass-through, but it's going to be, yeah.
Okay. Other questions to the right? To the left?
Yes, please, one question. Currently, with the current exit, do trucks have to go into the opposite lane on Stultz Road?
As in,
And if yes, does this change impact the way trucks exit onto Stultz Road?
no, this won't impact any way the trucks exit and enter the building now, at all.
In terms of turning radius?
Nope, nothing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the actual entrance, there's a, if you make a turn into the driveway, and then there's the parking lot area, and there's a lane that goes up to the gate.
Oh, and this is further back.
So this,
Yes,
the
it's
gate is
further in,
about,
yes.
I don't know,
About
150?
125,
120,
150
okay.
feet, yeah.
And that's where the trucks come in and out, and then they'll exit, same way they would as before.
And Mr. Bignell, you're not changing any signing or any of that?
No.
Okay. That's fine. That is one of the comments from Mr. Bignell. Note, that's all I have.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. We do have other witnesses.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know you have your plan.
Correct.
But you're not going to have the engineer.
We do have we do have engineers. We have one gentleman who has worked on this particular project,
Oh, I thought you said he was not here.
but he's not a PE. That's my only caveat. We do have another a woman here who works with the same firm, who is a PE, but she's not as familiar with this project.
Okay. Do we need to hear any engineering testimony? Mr. Lamo, do you have any comments for us? Anything that he's our engineer, obviously.
I mean, we had a Teams meeting with the engineer the other day, and he agreed to address all of our comments, including moving the stormwater inlet to the side and kind of changing the grading. So there's the only kind of issue that was out in the open was the EV parking space, and they've addressed that right now. So besides that, I don't really have anything.
Okay, so you're satisfied with the responses that you received?
Yes.
Okay, and that's part of the record, obviously.
Yes, we will comply with the requests in Mr. Alimo's report.
The Alimo and the Bignell memo.
We can have there's not a lot in there.
Nothing in there, yeah.
We can have Mr. Chadwick speak to that. He's here as a planner. We do also have, if there's any questions about the building, an architect who did the elevations and floor plan.
I don't think.
I feel badly for her. She came all the way from Connecticut.
Is she working by the hour? Because we can grill her for that.
She wants to tell us how the weather is in Connecticut. Come on up.
Okay, so if everything else is satisfactory, I'll move to Mr. Chadwick, who can address the one variance that we have. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Chadwick.
Good evening.
I'd almost forgotten what you look like. You haven't been here in
No, you haven't.
Quite a while.
Raise your right hand, sir. State your name.
John Chadwick,
Okay, you swear or affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in connection with these proceedings?
yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Chadwick's been before the board numerous times as a professional planner.
You still have a license in New Jersey, Mr. Chadwick.
Yes.
Okay. Well, accept. Go ahead.
Okay. You've reviewed the application, you've reviewed the plan, you reviewed the comment letters from both the engineer and from Mr. Bignell's office. If you would just briefly describe the application and the reason we're having you testify with respect to the impervious coverage issue and variance from
I'm
that.
not going to repeat the prior testimony in terms of description. It's fairly simple. They got a small building out there, and they cannot retrofit it to put the security system in that they believe is necessary. The new building is going to go next to the old one. When the new building is fit out and operational, the old building comes down. Everything else stays the same. We actually wind up with a little reduction in impervious. We still don't conform to the ordinance, but this plan was granted with the variance for coverage previously, and we're reducing it slightly. But I think the underlying issue or reason for this is security and health and safety for employees as well as anyone else that may be on the site. I think that carries the day in terms of a C2, a better planning solution. If we simply reject this, one, it stays a little more lot coverage, and two, the facility is going to have to operate under a condition that they know is not adequate. So I don't see any reason that this application would not be approved. It meets the criteria of C2 variance, and it also does some reduction of pavement. In terms of the site improvements, you've heard, we agree to all the reports, including providing a make-ready EV station. There were several comments in terms of landscaping, and we're going to adjust the landscaping plan to address all of the recommendations. And with respect to the waivers that were just put out by Steve, and I believe, Mr. Chairman, you also listed them, all of those waivers are based on a site that's fully developed and has been developed for many years. And there's no change in terms of traffic impacts. There's nothing here that generates new traffic. It's just securing the site in a better fashion. And with that, I have no more comments.
Is there anything that we're not complying with in terms of the Bignell report?
No.
Okay.
Questions to the right? I'm sorry, you're finished.
I am.
You said. Questions to the right? Questions to the left? Okay. Do you want any other? I think the board has enough information to make a decision. I don't think we need an engineer to come forward. We all know this site. You're changing 2,600 square feet on this site.
Right.
And you're going to comply with the comments here, including adding an ADA pathway. And I think that satisfies the board. Am I mistaken?
Yep, 100%.
Let me just check with my engineer regarding that ADA pathway and to make sure that that's not an issue. Let me just double check.
Go ahead. Go, jump back.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
there was something in the planner's letter that I don't believe they provided testimony about regarding trash and recycling.
Okay.
So you might want to just add a little bit about that.
Can you do that, Mr. Chairman?
Yes. Well, you know what? The site manager probably is a better person.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in operation now.
Yes.
Right now, what we got out there is just one garbage can and then one little waste basket for the guards. So every day I have a cleaning crew that goes out there 2-3 times a day. I have one guy that goes out and sweeps the trash in the parking lot, picks up daily, and they have a big gondola that they bring out there, and then they bring it into the building. We have a trash compactor. We have a single stream recycling bin, and we also bale our cardboard and bale our plastic for recycling.
Okay. Good. Any other? No. Mr. Hamburg?
Yeah, no, we're good with the
Okay,
ADA.
And you'll come back at the final and show us that path. And
Yeah, they'll revise the
if
plans
they
and
have-
show it and speak with Mr. Alimo regarding
and
that.
As long as they see there's enough room to put that in there, the rest of it would be details, and obviously Mr. Alimo would look at that as well as
Yeah, that's
our
satisfactory.
planner at that, to their satisfaction. Okay. I believe that's all. You have no more witnesses.
No more witnesses.
I'm going to stall because this could be the shortest meeting we've had this year. So
Oh,
I
no,
think we should
keep going, keep going.
Keep talking.
Let's bring this to a vote.
Open to the public. Motion, please.
I'll make the motion, we open to the public.
Mr. Bierman makes the motion, second by Mr. Nathan.
Seeing no one in the public, I close it to the public.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hamburg, you like that,
We
right?
have public.
They're all with him.
I know.
He's already
I haven't had a team like this in like 20 years.
I'm not sure. Okay, we'll close the public portion. Do you want to do something?
I don't think it's
It
necessary.
was quick enough, I remember everything you said.
Yeah.
Frame the motion.
Frame the motion, Mr. Shammy.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, members of the board, should the board be so inclined, and the application presented before you, which is file number 22-041, FedEx Ground, it would be a motion to approve based on the recommendations and conditions as set forth in the Bignell Planning consultant's memorandum letter of July 8th, 2024, as well as those recommendations and conditions set forth in the Richard A. Alamo Associates August 2nd, 2024 letter. In addition to that, as has been articulated here during the hearing, there is no waiver sought for the electric vehicle charging station, so that is not an issue. And as also discussed with respect to the ADA compliant pathway from the bus to the building, that will bus stop. That'll be contained as well. If it's the board's pleasure to vote to approve, you would need a motion and a second, and then roll call.
Motion, please.
I'll make a motion.
Nathanson, second by Ms. Khanna.
Yes.
Yep.
Discussion.
I just want to say, I am all for better security. We remember back in the day, there was a post office in Hamilton, and that's where the anthrax came through. So if FedEx is going to look to give us more security on packages that are coming to our house, I am all for it.
Yes. Good. Roll call with comments, please.
Mr. Bierman?
Yes, I've said my comments.
Mr. Nathanson?
Yes.
Ms. Khanna?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Dr. Prodromou?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cooperation was terrific. We got through
I'm glad we
very
were able.
difficult.
You made me work on this one, yeah.
Yes, and you'll come back for your final, and all this stuff will have been worked.
Yes, well, we'll have that all worked out and
It's good to see
resubmitted.
Mr. Chapman again.
Wish everybody a happy
Yeah,
Labor Day
enjoy
holiday.
Labor Day. Thank you. That is our last item
Thank
for
you,
this
Stephen.
evening.
Good seeing you.
Our next meeting will be September the 11th, at which time, don't forget, we will be adding a motion for an executive session at that meeting. So I don't know what else is on your table. Motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Mr. Nathanson,
I'll second
second
it.
by Ms. Khanna.
Oh, there you
All
go.
in favor?
Oh,
Aye. Thank you, everyone. Have a happy and safe Labor Day.
Wow, that was land speed.
That was